So we've actually only been on the road since December, so about 3 months.
I wanted an international, in terms of, the Allison transmission and all of that. Those are the best in the business, really.
When we were designing the kitchen, it was really important for us to have a lot of storage space. I feel like you can learn a lot about yourself through this experience. Hi, I'm Becca.
And I'm Danny.
Come take a tour. Welcome to the kitchen. For the decor of the kitchen, we went with a very vintage vibe because that's my style. A lot of the decorations you see in here are all thrifted and repurposed. Some of them have been passed down to me from my grandma, so they're super important. When we were designing the kitchen, it was really important for us to have a lot of storage space because we do like to cook. So we actually found all of these cabinets at a thrift store and repurposed them. These smaller cabinets we cut down to size to fit around the sink. And then we went with the butcher block countertop because we wanted to tie in all the wood look. We decided to put the sink and everything on this side because we wanted all of our water lines to be on one side. So this is a water ionizer. It basically produces hydrogen-rich water. So it's really high in antioxidants. It gives us really good, healthy drinking water. Going back here, we have our classic stove, which kind of ties into like the vintage feel of the bus. I like to cook a lot of meals, so it was really important for me to have a full-size stove in the bus. We went with the classic fridge to match the stove. There are a few reasons why we chose this fridge. Number one, we really like the style of it. Two, it's actually 12 volts, so it uses really low power. And three, we wanted a bottom freezer. Going over here, this is our office and our dining room. So this table actually folds up and then we pull 2 chairs up and get to eat here. So for the windows, we decided to do RV windows and we wanted to get rid of the bus windows, mostly for insulation purposes. This is Winston. This is our one of our 2 cats, and he's my favorite cat because I got him in college. So we've been through a journey together. Coming off the kitchen, this is our hallway. There was some extra space next to the fridge, so we decided to make a little storage closet. So this has like our broom and our vacuum and things like that. I actually made these macrame pieces. It's something I like to do in my free time. These flowers over here are actually pressed flowers that Danny got me for Valentine's Day one year.
Me being in an industry where we drive bigger trucks, I wanted an international branded vehicle like our bus is. We made sure to get international because their ceiling height was actually 77 inches versus Bluebird's 72. So we didn't necessarily have to do that roof raise with my height for clearance and to allow me to feel comfortable. In terms of, the Allison transmission and all of that, that's what I wanted. Those are the best in the business, really. Cost of the bus, Tony took the seats out for us, and with that, it was 10 grand. Total in, with solar, with everything, I have a spreadsheet, it's about 48,000. So renovations cost about 30K. We were lucky enough to have my grandpa's farm. We had the space to do it. We also, my family comes from they're all tradesmen, so we had all the tools needed. We just had to buy materials. So that cut down a lot on our cost.
Welcome to the bathroom. The goal with the bathroom was to kind of have like a cozy feel. So that's why we went with this off-white tile. And then we tried to make it even more cozy with like the green accents. Again, with the water, we wanted everything to be on one side. So that's why we have a big wet room. We wanted to make sure everything was very easy to drain and the lines were all easy to run. The first stage of waterproofing we did is hydroflex the entire floor, and then we put we built our own cement pan, and then we did another coat of hydroflex before we put on the tile. And then we put the mortar on, put the tile, grouted it, and then put grout sealer on all the grout lines in the bathroom. I'm really proud of it because I did it all myself. For the countertops in the bathroom, we decided to use the same butcher block that we used in the kitchen, and to seal it, we used polyurethane. Everything in here is actually off Amazon. The shower light, and the sink and the faucet. We have a 100-gallon freshwater tank and a 100-gallon gray water tank. We don't have a black water tank because we have the composting toilet right here. So for the Nature's Head toilet, we actually are very happy with it. It does not smell at all. It's really low maintenance. The only downfall is having to empty the urine like every other day, but we are really happy with it and 100% think it's worth the investment. This is Danny's and this is my closet. Mostly in here is all of our clothes, obviously. We keep some of our hiking backpacks in here because we like to hike a lot, so it's easy access just to keep them in the closets. Coat storage, some towel storage, and then like miscellaneous winter things. This is the bedroom. The reason why the bed sits up so high is because this is actually a rear engine bus. So the engine is directly under the bed, and then we have a bunch of storage underneath the bed. Danny's mom actually built us these custom bedside tables, and we really wanted it to be a cozy feel, so we went with like the desert green sheets, and we continued the wood ceiling in here as well. We usually like to end our day every day with reading in bed, so we got these really cool mushroom lamps off Etsy, and then we built a little library back here so that we can end our night the way we like. We went to college in Central Illinois together, and we were always friends throughout college, but we actually didn't start dating till after. We just kind of kept in touch, and then it blossomed from there.
So yeah, when she started on the journey for travel nursing, I quit my job because I wanted to travel as well. 6 months or so passed, I still didn't have a job. It was hard finding a remote job. But then my old company called back and, brought me on in a different fashion, and I'm very thankful for that.
Like, I was always super into van life, like in college and everything like that. I had like a whole van life Pinterest board, so like I was always into van life. And then when I got the opportunity to do travel nursing, it was almost like a spark, like, why aren't we doing this in a bus? Like, this is our goal lifestyle, like this is our dream lifestyle. We were sold, and we were like, this is exactly what we want to do.
So welcome to the living room. We wanted this space to feel very open. So this table here is actually Becca's grandma's as well. So we wanted to, along with the other decorations, we wanted to incorporate as much as her into this bus. This chair is, I believe Becca got off of Facebook Marketplace. So the idea of the elevated platform, it is sitting above the wheel well, but also kind of raises you up to be a little bit more level with our couch that we built here. It also pulls out into a full-size bed. It's all custom built with the help of my mother. We have our storage underneath here, a little bit of storage. Also, all of our solar components are underneath there. We went with Victron products. We got the charge controller that's up to 100 amps, 70 volts. We have the Victron inverter charger. 3,000, it can handle 3,000 watts, 70 amps, and I believe 120 volts. We have 800 amp hours of battery. We also left some space because we plan on adding more. So on the roof, we have 3,000 watts of solar panels. Overall feel of the living room, I spend a lot of time here. I usually sit in this chair for work, sometimes lay on the couch. So I spend a lot of time in this space and I enjoy it. We have the windows here that bring in all the light, and we couldn't be happier.
So we've actually only been on the road since December, so about 3 months. We've really enjoyed it so far. If I was to give anyone advice on this type of lifestyle, I would say just go for it, to be honest. If it's something that you dream of, there's definitely challenges with this lifestyle, water, electric. You have to learn how to live off grid, but it's all a learning process. And if this is something that you want to do, I think it's totally worth it. And I feel like you can learn a lot about yourself through this experience. If you want to follow along our adventure and learn more about our journey, you can go to Instagram and follow us at Rolling Boundless. And thank you for watching.